Let me ask you something. When was the last time a startup actually made big tech nervous? Not impressed, not interested. I'm talking shaken. Because right now, behind closed doors in Silicon Valley boardrooms, a handful of executives are sweating over one name, Anthropic. This isn't just another AI company riding the hype wave. This is the team that left OpenAI, raised billions, and built a system that rivals, and in some ways surpasses, what Google and Microsoft are putting out. And they're just getting started. So why are the giants afraid? Let me show you. Anthropic wasn't born in a Stanford dorm or launched at a flashy tech conference. It was born out of a walkout, a rebellion inside OpenAI. In 2021, a group of researchers, including siblings Dario and Daniela Amode, left OpenAI after disagreements over the company's direction and governance. They weren't just unhappy with decisions, they were worried. Worried about how much power was being concentrated in too few hands and how quickly safety was becoming secondary to speed. So they did what any world-class engineers with a conscience and a few well-connected friends would do. They started their own company. That company became Anthropic, and unlike many AI startups chasing headlines, Anthropic's mission was crystal clear from day one. Build safe and steerable artificial intelligence. Not just powerful, not just profitable, controllable, ethical, aligned with human goals. But here's the twist. In trying to build safer AI, they ended up building something that's scarily good. Anthropic raised over $124 million in seed funding, with big-name backers like James McClave, and even some connections to Sam Bankman-Fried's Alameda Research before that imploded. But what mattered wasn't who funded them. It was who feared them. Because once people saw what they were building, the comparisons started flying. While the world was fixated on ChatGPT and Google's Bard, Anthropic quietly unveiled Claude, their AI assistant. And let me tell you, Claude doesn't look flashy at first glance. No dancing robots, no celebrity endorsements. But the moment you use it, especially as a developer, researcher, or business user, you realize something's different. Claude doesn't just respond, it reasons. Anthropic designed Claude using what they call constitutional AI, a framework where the AI is trained to follow a set of core principles, almost like a digital bill of rights. This isn't just about being less biased or more polite. It's about making AI systems that can explain why they answer a certain way. That's a game changer for transparency and trust. Here's where things get wild. When tested internally, Claude performed remarkably well on reasoning and complex instruction tasks. In some benchmarks, it even beat ChatGPT. And guess what? It's still in early iterations. The fear isn't just that Claude is good, it's that it's scalable, adaptable. And Anthropic isn't playing the social media game. They're going for infrastructure. Quiet, deep integration. Like AWS for AI. Google saw the threat. And in early 2023, they poured $300 million into Anthropic for a 10% stake. That's right. One of the giants is now investing in the startup that's gunning for its future. Call it insurance or surrender. So what's got the tech titans losing sleep? First, it's Anthropic's culture. This is not your typical VC-chasing, growth-at-all-costs startup. Their team is filled with researchers who think long-term, people who actually write papers, not pitch decks. They're building for control, not chaos. In a landscape where speed has become synonymous with success, Anthropic is saying, slow down or blow up. Second, it's alignment. The big AI arms race, Google, Microsoft, Meta, is driven by who can push faster, release sooner, dominate headlines. Anthropic is quietly building an AI that can say no, explain itself, and align with human intent. That's terrifying if your business model relies on black box behavior and user addiction. Third, and most important, they're not dependent. Claude doesn't rely on Google's infrastructure. Anthropic isn't tied to Azure. They're building from scratch with the funding and the talent to go solo. That makes them unpredictable and powerful. One former executive at a major tech firm was quoted anonymously saying, "We thought they'd be a thorn in our side. Now they're building the whole damn forest." That says it all. Here's what I think is happening, and what nobody's really talking about. Anthropic isn't just building an AI assistant. They're building a rival ecosystem. One where safety, transparency, and ethical alignment aren't features. They're the foundation. And in a world teetering on the edge of automation overload, that might be the only moat that matters. Imagine 5 years from now. Instead of choosing between OpenAI or Google, you're picking Anthropic because you trust it. Because your legal team, your doctor, your school system, they don't just want answers. They want answers they can audit. Now multiply that across industries, healthcare, law, government. Anywhere that AI can't just be smart, it has to be right. The biggest threat to big tech isn't Anthropic's size. It's that they're playing a different game. They're not chasing clicks. They're building something people can live with. And that's what truly scares the giants. So now you know. This AI startup isn't just another player in the race. It's the dark horse, the quiet disruptor, the company built by insiders who walked away from the table and decided to flip it instead. If you found this breakdown insightful, subscribe to Power and Profits for more deep dives into the billion-dollar moves shaping our future. I'm not here to hype the news. I'm here to explain the why behind the wow. Hit that like button if you believe AI should serve humans, not control them. And leave a comment. Do you trust companies like Anthropic more than big tech? Why or why not? Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and follow the power.